on Easter Monday, and then last Saturday had been trounced by Hawthorn at home. The Swans, on the other hand, had chalked up 4 straight wins in a fabulous winning streak, and they were starting to draw a following in Sydney. Well, at half-time, Footscray led the Swans by 17 points, but then the Sydney team came good and kicked 5-5 to 1 point in the third quarter to go to the last change with a 17-point lead of their own. Our action comes from the final term, commentators Drew Morfitt and Doug Hayward.
16 points the difference. The Swans in front, Footscray in attack, Jim Edmund, Steve's Torbett above him, Wallace traps it, breaks away, hooks it, kick is smothered, chance for McPherson again. Left foots it down, underneath it Edwards, recovers very well, left foot snaps his target, he's pushed, he did it! He recovered his balance beautifully. He looked as if he did have to make a left foot snap. He decided to take the chance to play on. He was pushed in the side. He reeled out, recovered his balance beautifully, got right foot to ball and rammed it through just 1 metre out. 11 points the difference.
Down to McKenna. He's kicked the centre half ball. Edmund. Footscray starting this last quarter far better than they played for the entire third quarter. A lead by Edwards. He's got it. Well, Footscray were a shambles in the third quarter and managed only 1 point as the Swans converted a 17-point deficit into a 17-point lead. And now Edwards lining up can make it 4 points the difference. Missed.
Superb lead too by Alan Edwards, showing plenty of pace. Here comes the long kicking Michael Browning. Wants to give it all he's got in the Steve Torbett direction, which he does. Covers a good 70 metres. Tony Danaher behind, should have held it. Nice running there. Breaking downfield is Scott. Scott into open territory. Jimmy Sewell nearly traps it. Kennedy lost it. Back it went to Sewell quite luckily. Underneath it, Andrew Person, nobody against him, and took it very well. It was an awkward floater, as it turned out, and that was splendid judgment from the big fellow. Out to McKenna. McKenna out wide. Underneath it, Tony Morwood. Almost took a good one. Browning, the safe man. He will thump it very long. Kicks it out to the half flank, looking for Evans. Evans pushed his opponent out, and Brian Corby recovers well. 2-1 against him. Gets his kick under pressure to Round. And Round went underneath it. Dunn missed what he should have taken. Back it comes nicely to Neil Cordy. Neil Cordy then hooks it back. Evans has got the chance again. Greg Smith. Back it goes to Evans. Evans can have a short one for goal. Left foot hooks it too far. Neil Cordy, Brown. And it's Brady eventually who takes it. Neil Cordy's disputing it. And Brady plays on. The umpire says come back. Come back and take your kick. And it's 67 points to Footscray. 76 to the Swans, as Brady, who's kicked 3 goals, is on a very difficult angle, but only about 12 metres out. His 11th kick and his 9th mark. A wonderful performance by Brady. Left foot snap. Hooked it too far. Bad luck. 10 points the difference.
Gee, looked to be a bit of pushing there. I don't think these umpires will be too popular at the end of the game. Egan, great kick out towards the outer side. We're pushing there too. Umpire says play on. Purser gets away with it. Hawkins gets support from McKenna. Down a mile up the ground. Floating hand pass for Wallace. Wallace walks back towards Dunn. McKenna really covering ground. Beasley. Too long for him. At the back, Danaher. Along the ground he goes towards the boundary line and finds it.
10 points the difference, with the Swans in front and Footscray in attack. Beasley and Torbett. Carter runs in, diving after it there. Semmons badly off direction, out of bounds on the full. The scoreboard still the same, with 10 points the difference, as Tony Danaher tries a short pass. It's dangerous, but he succeeds. Nicely taken by Evans, a long way up the ground. Steve McPherson and he doing a ballet. 15-metre penalty against McPherson. Short one there by Evans, always dangerous. Hounsell in trouble. Cruz with it. He lost it. Hounsell loses it again. They're crawling all over them. Umpires, as usual, letting it go. It's become an absolute scramble. Browning dives on it. The umpire's whistle will have to go to bounce it. And it's umpire Nolan again.
It's Holden, 22. Hounsell on the bench. Centre half forward for Footscray. Knock one by Torbett to Roberts. Bouncing through the centre. Kennedy, number 8. Sewell, number 2. Legged. And the free kick goes to Brady from the centre of the ground. Round lopes after it, dropping short of him. He goes to ground. It's a Footscray free kick, and listen to the mob at the Western Oval as Neil Cordy takes it.
Against Chilcott. And there's not the slightest doubt the free was there. Out wide to McKenna, and a busy player. McKenna centre wing position. Looks for Beasley. Beasley a good effort, but couldn't hold it. Oh, Carter shepherds very strongly. Down went Edmonds, it's over the line, out of bounds.
Swans lead by 10 points. Another nail-biter for the Sydney team. They'd be pretty used to it by now. Torbett wins. McKenna again burrows in for it. McPherson. Holden legged. Free kick against Royal. Craig Holden down the boundary line to the wing. Egan, support from Sewell, taking it defensively. Eventually finds Kennedy. Oh, hurried kick going nowhere. Purser luckily there. At the front, McKenna. Getting better as the game goes. Brilliant, McKenna. Finds a nest of Footscray players. They need to kick long eventually. In trouble is Cordy. Now Neil Cordy. Gee, they're fiddling and fooling. And it's a shocking kick straight to the chest of Torbett.
As Beasley is taken off the ground. Torbett on half-back flank. Sends it downfield. Purser in front. Good strong move. Against Scott. Purser long, looking for Edwards. Edwards pushes, takes it. Well, Beasley's off the ground. Started off brilliantly in the first turn. Then completely frustrated by the nullifying tactics of Carter. And Alan Edwards has kicked one. Kicks for goal from about 35 to 40 metres out and puts it through. 4 points the difference. Was it? It was 4 points the difference. Edwards' second goal. And it's the Swans 11-11 and Footscray 10-13.
David Rees-Jones about to come back onto the ground as Chilcott goes off. Both coaches swinging the changes. Swans by 4 points. Edwards has kicked both of Footscray's goals in this last quarter. McKenna again. Bouncing ball. Simmons ran straight past it, and it'll go out of bounds in the forward pocket. Alan Edwards kicked 6 goals last week when Footscray were beaten by Hawthorn. Now at full forward, 2 goals in the last quarter. He could just about win the game for them.
Yes, I think he got 4 in the last quarter last week too. Under the back from Torbett. Simmons punches it down. Cruz had a quiet match, can't pick it up. To the boundary line and crawling after it was Simmons once again and diving at it. It'll be thrown in. 3 points the difference. Footscray in attack. 4 points the difference. Footscray in attack.
Williams goes up in ruck. McLean caught by Cruz. Held to him. That'll be a ball up in the forward pocket. Williams gets clear to the goal square. Edwards is there. Punches down to the front. Simmons. Back he goes to Royal, but taken away by Danaher.
Did it well, but then lost it straight to Williams, and that was unlucky. He was tackled. The tackle was good, was Danaher. but his kick flew off the side of the boot and it went like a bullet straight to Ian Williams. And with Footscray trailing by 4 points, Williams from about 35 metres out, angle about 40 degrees, has a chance to put the Bulldogs in front. Here's Ian Williams, beautiful kick. Hit the post. Well, it must have been a longer kick than it looked. It was foreshortened in our view. And that was 45 metres, hit the top of the post. Bad luck to Ian Williams and Footscray.
Browning kicking in. That's not one of his best. Awkward one for Ackley. Taps down. An interception comes. Purser, the big ruckman, off the ground. Back to Burton. Thumps a long one to the goal square. Edwards is there, outnumbered 3-1. No. Royal a snap. And it hits the behind post. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, Royal's been a very busy player. That's about his 25th possession. And it's played as a point. Just got through. Here's Browning once again. This is a good long one. Behind the pack and out it goes, and downfield it goes to Brady. He kicks it long towards the half-forward flank. Oh, great mark. A beautiful tumbling mark by Brian Cordy.
Switches play across the ground to Burton. At centre half back. Going with the hand pass to Hawkins. No gain in territory. They need a kick. Dunwell up the ground. Oh, not too good with the left hand. McPherson, he's got more players clear now. Edmund, that's about 6 or 7 hand passes in a row. Unstuck to McKenna, and he kicks off the side of the boot. Out of bounds on the foot.
Well, they went nearly the length of the ground with hand passing then, in a very poor left footer under pressure, out of bounds. Tony Danaher again, and a good long lead by Ian Roberts. He's got the paddock to run for now. He'll be pursued down there by Williams. Oh, he's mucked it. He's still got the chance. He's held by the leg, but it was out of bounds, I think.
No, free kick to the Footscray.
Free kick to Williams. Well, that was an opportunity lost. He's over.
13 minutes gone in the last quarter, and the Swans lead by 2 points. Williams from the wing to centre half forward. Purser's there. Oh, he's got it, I think. No, play on, says the umpire, and now a baller.
75 points Footscray, 77 the Swans. And Footscray are in attack, and Purser's helping them to it. Williams lost it. Evans gets his kick smothered. And it's an untidy pack once again. It'll be bounce. Hounslow comes on. Another bounce.
Ball up at centre half forward. Footscray in attack. Torbett wins. Comes to McKenna. He's probably had about 10 kicks in this quarter, McKenna. To forward pocket. At the front. Kick for goal by Semmons. Mark here. Oh, should have been to McPherson. Through goes Royal. Oh, nobody had home in the goal square and saved on the last line.
And straight to Burton. That was 7 kicks that he had in that quarter. It was Royal and McKenna, was it?
Yeah.
McKenna. And here's Burton, who's a very long kick of the ball. And this is a very similar position, a little bit further out than when Williams hit the post with a magnificent effort. Burton high, long, and just off direction through for yet another point. And there's 1 point the difference with the Swans in front. And there's 14 minutes gone in the final term.
Danaher kicks into Carroll. Well, let's hope the last 15 minutes of the game, while it's close, will produce the best football. It's been a shocker so far. Kennedy tries to burst through. Ball held to him. The umpire will ball it up. Swans lead 77 to 76 at the 15-minute mark in the last term.
Purser getting yet another lockdown. Fighting for it is McLean. Out it comes to Evans. Caught, round the neck, wants to take on Kennedy. Kennedy's often in the rough stuff, and there's the strength of him as he throws Evans to the ground.
Footscray free.
And it goes to Wallace. He kicks straight to Williams, over Williams' head. Reece Jones, caught, breaks away, got lots of time. Gets his hand pass out, look out Carter. Carter dodges well. Carter kicks out wide, indirect football. an opportunity there for Hawke. Hawke is swamped. Down goes Egan. I thought there could have been a free. Over the line goes Ackley. Back pocket against back pocket. And it's a free kick, and it will go to Ackley.
It was legged by Egan. Short pass inboard to Holden, but the umpire's going to make him go back. A long hold up here. Time ticking away. Swans lead by a point. Ackley's kick to half forward. Brady is there. Nudged under it. Free kick to Brady. He's done well.
He has done well against Purser. Brady's done very, very well. 14th kick. Craig Brady. Brady high downfield. Purser's underneath it once again. Good mark. Very, very well judged mark, and his hand pass goes out wide. Look out from Cordy. Down to Brian Cordy. In front there's a great pick up by Cruz. Tries to run past Dunn and caught. Back it goes towards the flank to Hounsell. Or was it Holden? Holden it was. Once again Purser.
Four kicks this quarter to Purser. Across the ground to Neil Cordy. Up to the wing to McPherson with Browning. Two Swans there to go against McPherson, but he beats them. He's not out of it yet. Cornered by Morwood. Nobody giving him a lead, and so he's intercepted by Brady. High kick by Brady. Round is there with Dunn. Round! Mark paid to Barry Round. He took those two sensational marks in the space of a minute last Sunday to help win the game. Gets it to Browning. They corner him back onto the right boot. The kick is offline and bounces out of bounds.
Still 1 point the difference. With the Swans in front, the Swans in attack. Dunn and Round. Goes Footscray's way. Nicely picked up by Ackley. Ackley's kick is a bad... Oh, it falls in front. It's badly missed. Missed there by Hounsell. He crawls after it. Picked up by Brian Cordy. Back towards the centre wing position. Rhys Jones in front of Hawkins. Here's some skill. And they eventually take it over the line out of bounds. Rhys Jones looking for a free kick, but it's not to be awarded.
Many times it seems to me, just in the last few minutes, the Swans have had more players in each situation than Footscray. They seem to be crossing lines and doubling up more. Hawkins, ridden into the ground by Hawke, will take a free kick in between half-back flank and centre wing. As long as he can. No mark to Carter. Umpire paid it. It's not surprising that we disagree.
Yep, been hard to agree with the umpires much today. This is umpire Robinson this time, but it's really been umpire Nolan who's certainly received most of my criticism. Carter kicks it down towards centre half forward. Punched down by Sewell. Ugly untidy pack, and it's Neil Cordy straight to Holden. Holden then kicks it out to the flank, looking there for Hawke. Hawke is in front of his opponent. Did it well. Look out for Sewell. Out to Frangalis. Frangalis turns and twists and 3-1 against him. Hawkins did it and lost it. Picked up by Neil Cordy. Neil Cordy a long one out towards the flank. Semmons cleverly across to Wallace. Wallace centre wing position. Sends it long downfield, looking there for Edwards. Edwards from behind. Punched away nicely there by Carroll. Out towards McLean. McLean then hooks it back again in the Edwards direction. Over the back it goes. Browning is there and takes it over the line out of bounds, but Footscray are in attack and trailing by 1 point.
Well, the desperation of the situation hasn't improved the football. 1 point the difference. Footscray trailing, but in attack. Williams, pulled to the ground. Kick out of bounds by Holden. No, still in play. Semmons on all fours, but the ball is out. Free kick against Semmons for holding it.
Yes, and he disagrees with the umpire vehemently, but that doesn't help. Tony Maude's had one of the quietest days. Went for the mark, couldn't hold it. Punched away from him, and it'll be thrown. Torbett been a lot quieter in the last half, and mostly it's been taken away from him by Purser. Nicely done by Neil Cordy again. Here's a chance. No, it's not. It's lost. Cruz gets it out wide. Straight to Footscray. Royal it was. Underneath it. It's through. It's through. What an extraordinary goal. With Browning and Danaher ever so close and just eluding them, and Footscray have taken the lead. 11-16 to 11-11.
Footscray have wrested the lead back off the Swans for the first time since the middle of the third quarter. Hawkins a long kick up to the forward line. Williams is there. It comes off hands. Edmund Rhodes bounces around, getting within scoring distance. It's coming back, but not enough. Out of bounds on the full.
There was a wasted opportunity when Jim Edmonds really should have done everything in his power to centre that, instead of wasting an opportunity and giving a free kick to Danaher. Full forward Simon Beasley off the ground, Danaher downfield, Round has come onto the ball to do battle with Purser. Past Edmund and go before he can reach it, and it's out of bounds again. Jim Edmund goes tumbling into the fence as he slips. And Footscray still in attack.
Round on the ball, help further afield, or Ackley, you're gone. Play on, says the umpire. Rhys Jones almost caught. Holden's kick out of bounds. And Kennedy should take the free kick. He was the closest.
He does, and kicks it short. Kicks it well. McLean done some clever things. He spent a fair bit of time on interchange. The umpire says no. It was not your free kick, was it, Kennedy? It's to be taken by Chris Burton. It went out of bounds much earlier than reaching him. Burton is a long kick. Kicks it long. Round is there, Edwards is too. Big punch was by Danaher actually. And it's out of bounds, but it's all saving time for Footscray. They're leading by 5 points.
23 minutes gone in the last quarter. Only the score's making it exciting. Browning just gets clear, kicks across the face of goals. Bit of danger here. Hawkins' chance. But that beats them out of play. The Swans can't get out of this tight spot. Williams doing the ruck battle with Round. Williams falls on it. And a ball up.
Just approaching or just in time on period. There's 5 points of difference. The Footscray in front. Purser battling valiantly. Down to the centre of the ground, a nice pick-up and a good mark taken there by Fangalis. His kick is an ugly one, just high in there, doesn't go much. Tony Moore's the leaper, punched away from him. Out to the flank, well played Hawke. 2-1 against him, but recovers possession, gets a short one. Neil Cordy gathers it in. Cordy right on the boundary line, tries a short one to Wallace and does it brilliantly. Wallace dodges and balks 2 opponents and kicks it perfectly to Royal. Royal's been a brilliant player. Back it goes towards the half-forward flank. Picked up there and driven downfield by Sewell and touched. Jim Sewell coming right down the ground, and that's a goal, the difference.
Danaher into time on last quarter. Footscray by 6 points. Oh, excellent mark by Round. 15-metre penalty. Doesn't use it, gets it to Carroll, to centre wing. Morwood's there, using his body, but interfering. Free kick Footscray's way to Kennedy.
Kennedy hasn't got much to kick to. He kicks it wide, looking for captain Jim Edmund. Jim Edmund almost takes it. McLean's with it, a great hand pass. Williams has got the chance. Dodges, beats 2, beats a third, turns onto his left foot, hooks it back. In front is Reece Jones, gets a very unlucky bounce. He's ridden into the ground by McPherson and will take a free kick.
Swans came from behind in the last quarter to beat Fitzroy in Sydney last week. And of course, the week before beat Collingwood by a kick. Can they get up today? Don't know whether they played well enough, but anyway, there's only a kick in it. Centre wing, Neil Cordy in front. No mark, but he keeps it in front of him and has a break on them. Simmons unmarked. Oh, he couldn't quite take it, and Reece Jones takes it away from him. From half-back flank, short pass to Carter.
Carter. Forced to play wide by fooling around and loses a glorious opportunity. If ever there's a time for direct football, now is the time he kicks it wide and kicks it out of bounds.
Hawkins breaks clear of the pack. Footscray into attack again. Short pass for Edmund. He's got it. Oh, he wanted to play on and almost ran out of room. Time ticking away for the Swans now. About 27 minutes gone. Whistle's gone. Player down behind play. It's a Footscray player, a Footscray free kick. And Williams within kicking distance and a far better angle than Edmund was. I missed the incident. I was watching Edmund. But Williams could seal the game if he kicks this goal.
The thing I can say, Drew, is obviously against Carter. Not obviously, but I think against Carter. Ian Williams has had one lovely long kick and hit the post earlier in the quarter. Kicks it right to the teeth of goal. Touched through, and that's a very important point. 7 points the difference.
Hasn't been much scoring in this last quarter, so there won't be too much time on. Swan straight up the ground. Oh, great mark. Jim Sewell. On the white line of the centre square. Longest ground in the league. He couldn't kick a goal from there. You could in Sydney, but not here. Unmarked is Brian Royal, who has been a sensational player for Footscray all day. And he's coming up now for his 27th kick, Brian Royal. And it was his goal earlier in the quarter which gave Footscray this break. If he can kick another one, Footscray can just about thank Brian Royal and only a few others. Been a great performance by him. He hasn't kicked the goal. In fact, he's kicked it out of bounds.
Didn't kick much worse than that one, but it has been a splendid performance by this chunky little rover from Gippsland League. Browning kicks it long. Purser and Round wonderful judgment.
So in a low-scoring final quarter, the Scraggers turned the game around again to snatch the points. They kicked 3 goals 7 in that final term to the Swans 1 point to win by 7 points. 3 goals to Royal of Footscray and 3 goals to Brady of the Swans. The other 4 matches produced 2